Hi everyone, hope you are well. In the business world, projects are defined as short term activities, which means they have a start, a duration, and an end. So that is where our topic for today is very important, which is transition to business as usual. This is one of the most important topics in relation to change management. It's a very important deliverable, but at the same time, it's probably one of the most neglected or not often talked about. The reasons could vary from organization to organization. It could be a matter of change culture, it could be a matter of change maturity. Let's explore how we can organize it in a proper way. By the way, if you are watching my video for the first time, my name is Alok. I am a change manager based in Sydney, Australia. I make videos like this on change management and communication. I also write articles and publish them on LinkedIn and on Medium. Thank you for joining this session today. I hope together we can find a few important things, and I appreciate your feedback. So if you can leave a comment in the comment section, I will appreciate it. Now back to our topic today. So what is the easiest way to organize a proper transition to business as usual? Now, we have to go back to the start. When you join a project, how do you start working? You actually talk to the sponsor and your project manager about certain things, like what are your change deliverables. It's actually important that when you start working, you talk to them about this transition to business as usual. Like, don't assume that they would know everything. They obviously need your support, your expertise, and that's why they have hired you. So it's your job to educate them, to make them aware. In terms of preparing for business as usual, it's probably the most helpful to think of it as with three components: so people, process, and technology. The easiest way I recommend is making a list on an Excel spreadsheet. Like, you will obviously do a PowerPoint pack at some stage once you have got the details, but when you start the planning, and the list of deliverables you have to complete for transition to BAU, it's probably easy to write them on an Excel spreadsheet, simply because it's easy to track, and you can add comments, you can filter, you can slice and dice for reporting purposes. So in terms of the process, you have developed a lot of new processes, and it is highly likely that you have documented them with the help of an expert business analyst or any other subject matter expert. So make a list of those processes and make sure your sponsor's business unit, not necessarily the business unit, a part of the team who will be the new owner for this project once it's transitioned into this business as usual mode. So if they make a list and let them know that these are the total processes, make a list of technologies that these systems have been amended, or we have added a new feature, or this is a new system. So while the project was operational, someone in your project team might have been looking after the system development or any other issues, any release management issues. So make sure you list those details and make sure that you've done a knowledge transfer with those impacted business teams. That's very important. Now we've spoken about process and technology. Now the most important part is people. So this part can mean many things to many, but the most important thing is that all the roles that were operational during the project within the project space, their roles have been transferred. Like, someone in the business understands what they are supposed to do. For example, when you are running hypercare, there are lots of inquiries coming, or from impacted stakeholders, there are lots of inquiries. When it is transitioned, when the project is transitioned into the business as usual mode, who will manage those inquiries? If you are doing another round of release management or any other changes, and that requires contacting external stakeholders, who will be responsible for that? So you have to put those details on your spreadsheet, and also make sure that the business knows about the external stakeholders. So then make a list. In this, once the list is complete, have at least 2 or 3 meetings with the team who will be the new owner of these processes and the technologies once the project is closed off, once the project is rolled off. So it's a matter of stakeholder engagement and communication. Now, once you have done recorded the details on the Excel spreadsheet, it's probably a good idea now to create a PowerPoint pack. It doesn't have to be very fancy as long as it covers the key components. Noting the purpose of this pack, that it's basically you've created this to complete the transition to business as usual. Then do meetings with all the stakeholders involved. It's the new business owner. When I say business owner, I mean the new owner in the business as usual world, and all other projects, all other teams who were impacted in course of the business. Let them know that hey, we are transitioning this project into business as usual. It's a natural process, like every project gets rolled off. So in the new world, this specific business team will be the owner of this, what the project was delivering. So if you have any issues, get in touch with them. And most importantly, make sure you have endorsement from all the stakeholders that I have mentioned. For audit purposes, it's very important that you have their endorsement. Now, you might be thinking, if you are a contractor, that yes, I will be moving to another organization, I don't care. But that's definitely not the right approach, because you don't want to burn the bridge. Plus, you need to, if you are audited and if there is something wrong, it will not look good, and you want to maintain your professional reputation, plus do the right thing. That's most important. As professionals, it's important that we follow the right thing. We are ethical in our conduct. So I've tried to explain it in simple steps and using some simple set of artifacts of how to do the business as usual activity. And last but not the least, it is actually a good idea when you create your change management plan at the start, maybe have a one or two slides on the change management plan pack about the transition to business as usual. So what it does is, you may not have the details ready, but you are actually using it to educate your stakeholders, educate your partners, the partners in the project team or the program team, that yes, this is going to happen. So with this, I'd like to finish here, and please let me know what your thoughts are, or if you have any experience in conducting a very good transition to BAU for a project, or if there were some challenges. I'm keen to know about it. And thank you for watching one more time, and that's it.